So I'm going to take you from the Yukon and BC, great to hear these stories, and bring you down to Bolivia to our Iska project. Our usual forward-looking statements. Just a little bit to say about the share structure in Eloro. If you've been watching our stock, you'll notice we traded about between 340, 370 for about 5 or 6 months, and after our press release on March 1, we've kicked up over $5. We closed about $5.29 today. One of the nice things about Eloro, our president and CEO, Tom Larson, did a great job on the share cap structure, only 63 million issued. And you might sit here, like Jay was saying, and you missed the opportunity. I'm here to tell you this is only just the beginning. So we're sitting down in this prolific area in southern Bolivia, well known for polymetallic, some famous deposits like Cerro Rico, but a lot of very good recent activity like Andean at San Bartolome. Sumitomo has been there a long time. We really, really like Bolivia. The politics have changed. The geology is fantastic, and there's lots of potential. Here's the property. Covers 900 hectares, average elevation about 4,000 meters. It's kind of like working in Arizona or Nevada, but 4,000 meters. Great infrastructure. Tepiza's 48 kilometers south, our major center. No one living there. And our deal is with the private owner. There's a view of the Iska complex. You can see on the right there, Huahuacasa portal. We did the initial drilling on this property from underground. This was work our partner Edwin Villegas did. We did drilling from Santa Barbara. Our big discovery was Santa Barbara breccia pipe initially, and we've developed that with Central, and I'll show you some exciting stuff that's coming out of Porco. We currently have 3 rigs going to surface, 1 underground, adding a 4th one to accelerate it. And there's a geological map of the complex. This thing is huge. It's about 4 kilometers by 2 kilometers wide, extends down at least 1 kilometer. You can see our resource definition. Target zone in Santa Barbara is about 1,400 meters long by 500 wide by 600 deep. Do the math. You can use an SG at 2.8, and you can see the immense size of that target, and that's only a part of the system. The mineralization is very much a complex porphyry epithermal system placed in this remarkable collapse resurgent caldera. I can tell you that 15 million years ago, if you were in southern Bolivia, you wouldn't want to have been around Iska. The scale and size of this system. And what really sets this apart is the preservation. You might ask, well, why wasn't this found? Well, this is why it wasn't found. Essentially, this is a giant tongue coming from a tin porphyry at depth. And you can see that up the top there, the frothy top, that's Santa Barbara. That's where all the breccia pipes and so forth. And then as we get deeper down, we lose the lead and zinc, and we get more tin plus silver. And as I'll show you, we think we know where this porphyry may be. Now you see the green at the top, the oxide. That's why this was never found historically. At surface, you sample it, there's nothing. So everyone assumed there wasn't anything there. But my good friend, Dr. Osvaldo Arce, who was key to our acquisition of this, made the observation early on that every single tall peak in southern Bolivia is a tin mine except Iska. So what's wrong with Iska? Well, what we know now is there's a heck of a lot of tin at Iska, which we're starting to show. But because of its unique preservation, the fact is everything at surface was eroded. And the other thing is, look at the scale there, 2.4 kilometers across. This is huge. And there's a more detailed map of our drilling at Santa Barbara. Won't get it into detail. You can see we've got some pretty good coverage. If you see that Santa Barbara, add it there, the red dot, and you see the hole going off to the west, DSBU3. That's the one that we put out recently that really sparked a lot of interest. I've been in this business for 47 years. I've run major projects in 18 countries. I've never, ever had a project. We have not had one blank hole, not one. March 1 press release, we reported we had 81 holes, including 3 in progress. Every single hole we have reported has multiple reportable intersections. We have intersections that are up to, our longest is 373. We have 300. We have 250. It's remarkable. And this drawing I particularly like because it gives you an idea of the distribution. So DSBU03 at the top you can see is predominantly a tin hole. If you go down and you look at our discovery hole DHK15, yeah, that's got some tin, but a heck of a lot of zinc. Zinc's a real sleeper in this deposit. If you go down further down to DSBO7, you see, hey, you've got a really nice tin zone there. So we've got quite a bit of zonation here, but you got 4 principal metals here: silver, tin, zinc, lead. But we also have gold, copper, cadmium, indium, bismuth, and heavens knows what else. We're still working on that. So this is a cross-section here, west-east cross-section showing hole DSBU3 that we put out on March 1st. You can see there's a beautiful zone. The purple is greater than 110. Actually, in reality, it's more like 170 silver equivalent. You can see the grade there, 171, with silver, zinc, lead, and 0.22 tin. To put that in perspective, the average tin mine in Bolivia, it runs around 0.15 to 0.22%. In that hole, we actually had one sample that had 4.1% tin. Now you see the pictures below, which are the Porco adit. You might wonder, why am I showing you the Porco adit? Well, that's about 1,200 meters south of that cross-section. You can see these beautiful pictures I took last November, lovely massive sulfide vein, stockwork with obviously, and look at the channel sampling results, very high silver, gold, copper, and 0.66 tin. Well, I'll show you why we're so excited about that. This is our magnetic inverse model. It has proved to be a very good predictor of where the tin mineralization is because the deeper tin is associated with pyrrhotite, which is magnetic. The tin you find in the higher levels is all associated with pyrite, which is non-magnetic. Now, that model, you're looking to the southeast, and you can see where DSBU3 is, and you can see how it cuts through the core of that model. That's where the best tin mineralization is. And you can look to the south and say, my goodness, is this the tip of the iceberg? Well, we're testing that right now. So this is really, really an exciting part. And there's no doubt there's a deep porphyry tin intrusion driving this thing. And obviously, we're hoping that if we can confirm this, we're on to an even bigger discovery. Not saying that Santa Barbara isn't a significant discovery. We're essentially looking at 2 mega deposits here. A silver, tin, polymetallic, zinc and lead deposit in Santa Barbara, and a potentially huge tin deposit here to the south, which is really, really quite remarkable. So just to summarize then, you haven't missed the opportunity in Eloro. Trust me, we are just beginning. So we're focused on outlining an initial 43101 compliant resource in that Santa Barbara target zone I showed you. We're aiming for Q2. The labs are finally starting to get better turnaround, thank goodness. We've certainly got a lot of the drilling done, but all of a sudden we've got this fantastic opportunity that's come up with the potential for a huge tin deposit. I think eventually we'll have that first resource will be domain 1, and we'll work on doing another one in domain 2. So we've been basically at this for a little over 15 months. We've gone from a very, very interesting prospect to a potential world-class discovery. So you're going to see a lot more on Eloro. Stay tuned, and It's going to be a very, very interesting year. Thank you.